Hey there YouTube, BadFatPanda here, and I have another commentary for you guys. This time, it is a continuation of the E3 discussion. Actually, less of discussion of E3 and more of the trailers that were released and juicy tidbits of knowledge that we gained. FAL, Red Dot Site, running a pretty standard class. I'm just trying to get that, holographic site that is so much better than the Red Dot Site. On the FAL, if you don't know any of the glitches with that, or the M16 Red Dot Site holographic thingamajig, then bit late to be going into this, so I'll just move on. Battlefield 3, of course, we saw the trailer yesterday. The gameplay demos of the single-player campaign, pretty cool, but not as cool as an actual release date. October 25th in the US is what they've slated. I think that'll be like a week later in Europe, usually is, or maybe a couple days, I don't know, I forget. But nevertheless, the graphics on Battlefield 3, granted it was the demo that they did was played on a PC. Graphics look ridiculous, and Twisted Metal, on the other hand, looked kinda. I mean, the graphics in the trailers looked not really to be taking all of the graphical leeway that the PS3 gives you into consideration. But I guess that's sort of as expected. It was never really a graphically superior type of game, and the gameplay seemed quite fun. They did a single-player preview. I'm guessing that they're going to talk a little bit more about the multiplayer, in addition to any interviews that I forget. Oh, David. Is it David Jaffrey? I forget the creator's name, but it is something like that. Oh shit! My computer is there we go. Sorry for that. I was in the middle of watching a trailer, but I think really the biggest news is sort of Halo 4. I mean, it's just sort of thrown out there. It's relatively expected by me, I guess. It was, of course, Halo 3 was supposed to be the end of the trilogy. They somehow squeezed in a Halo Reach in there. Sort of a prequel to everything else, and now they seem to be going back in depth. But actually, the teaser trailer, if you haven't checked it out, I would just search Halo 4 teaser in YouTube, and chances are you'll find it. The teaser trailer actually had Master Chief as being the renewed sort of character, and we obviously get that sense from the chronology of the names, it being Halo 4 instead of Halo Reach 2 or something like that. That'd be a very strange name for a game, but regardless. Halo 4, in the teaser, we saw Master Chief. If you haven't watched it yet, Master Chief basically came out of a cryogenic chamber and was all, he was a bit fucked up. He had random stuff missing from his armor, and he just went outside, and holy crap, half of the frigate is destroyed. So obviously, it will pick up, I guess, relatively to where it left off, which is really quite cool. In addition to that, another series that's actually picking up where it left off campaign-wise, the Modern Warfare 2 trailer was obviously the Modern Warfare 2 campaign was obviously not necessarily held in the same esteem as the COD 4 campaign, because the COD 4 campaign, if you own COD 4 and just played it for the multiplayer, please, for fuck's sake, just go and play through. It's going to take you like 2 hours. Just go and play through the COD 4 campaign. It is so ridiculously good, and really, I mean, despite the length, the short length, it really sort of was what rivaled the multiplayer content at the time, even though everybody seemed to play it for the multiplayer, and that's sort of like what developed in the trend for Modern Warfare 2 and all that stuff. But good to see Modern Warfare 3 actually getting a somewhat chronological sequence in their campaigns. I mean, if you guys played through the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, it was a bit of a stretch, not gonna lie. But they actually in the trailer showed some underwater footage. It was actually a whole underwater mission that they gave from the single player demo. My guess is that multiplayer content again will be released today. Obviously, I'll cover it tomorrow on Wednesday, just a recap of what we learned in addition to the rest of the stuff. And Twisted Metal, actually, I didn't touch on this, but Twisted Metal was actually given a release date of October 4, which is relatively soon. I mean, if you think about it, school starting in September, end of August for most of you guys, so it's pretty much like a month. And for anybody that played the first couple, it was good. Black obviously wasn't as good as the first two, but that is my opinion. And actually, I think it's a relatively widely held opinion. The last sort of bit of information that I'll cover is regarding Assassin's Creed. For those of you that played the first one, the main character, Altair, you were in the Middle East, rocking around Jerusalem and such, and you basically were Desmond and the Animus, but you were controlling Altair in your time. And the second one, you pick up on the role of Ezio, and it's still Desmond controlling the Animus. From the information that they gave in the trailer and in the press releases about Assassin's Creed, the third one, or I forget, I think it's called Revelations or something like that. I could be wrong, but some epic name like that. If you've ever seen the Matrix trilogy, the third one is just so bad. I just wanted to throw that out there, but they've stated that, on a new note, they've stated that Assassin's Creed will actually be a trilogy, because Brotherhood was sort of an addendum to the second one. It wasn't necessarily considered a third in terms of plot orientation. But the main thing we learned is that it's actually going to be Ezio in the Animus controlling Altair. So that's sort of a bit of a mindfuck. Not sort of to the level of... Alright, Assassin's Creed 2 spoiler coming up. Mute if you don't want to hear it. It's not as much of a mindfuck as the aliens that were in the end of the last one, which that sort of disappointed me. On an unrelated, or somewhat related note, it disappointed me a bit that they didn't really back or think about the story that much, and my aim is just complete shit there. I don't know what it was doing there, but not to the best of my abilities. And the aliens, it just seems sort of like there were so many plot holes in calling everything that had happened alien, sort of like caused by aliens. I don't know. I don't even know. It just seemed a bit weird. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they maybe some time traveler of some sort to see Ezio actually controlling Altair and the Animus. So apparently you're gonna learn more in depth about the consequences of some of Altair's actions. So if you play the first one, it's gonna. Oh, sorry. That's probably gonna hurt your ears. I tap the mic with my tip of my fingernails. If you play the first one, it's actually going to pick up where it left off. So it's sort of going to bind all three, which is really cool. And there should definitely be a multiplayer element, possibly with more support. But I'm certainly going to play it for strictly single player, with anything else being sort of an added bonus. I am entranced on my red dot set right now. But I think the last, in addition to those single player details, it seems that Uncharted 3 too. I have to touch on that. I forgot about the Uncharted, but November 1st is a release date. We finally have a solid release date for it, which I think is relatively soon actually, considering the last one was around that time 2 years ago, around the release of Modern Warfare 2. And if you have a PS3 and you haven't played Uncharted or Uncharted 2, please get it. Like, so you have the COD 4 campaign to do, and you have Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2 if you happen to have a PS3. They're definitely the games that make the series. Boom, headshot. Ninja Pro 4? Oh yeah. Silent like a ninja. But, I really find that I was so ridiculously pissed about that death. I remember, this is from like a couple weeks ago, but still, pissed me off. Uncharted 3, it looks like really, really quite cool. In sort of the Modern Warfare 3 vein, they are the level they showed at the demo from the single player was indeed actually the ship was sinking. So it looked to pick up. I couldn't really make any plot similarities between Uncharted 2 and the information that they released about Uncharted 3 in the demo and the trailer, but it just graphically looks superior and should be cool. So if you liked it, click the button. Peace out. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.